What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Of course, Moto Jack, and I'm here with my good friend Rolling on 2 Vic.
Yeah, baby.
We are going to be changing the tires on my wife's ZX6R, and we are going to be using the Rabaconda for the first time ever. This is something that we both actually had talked about getting, but they were wonderful and nice enough to send me this unit to try out and to test out. So we're going to be doing that for you right now. Let's do it.
Let's get into it.
Before we get into today's video, of course, if you are new around here, don't forget to hit the like, the subscribe, do the things that help both of us out. You can head over to Rolling on 2's channel. You make a ton of how-to videos, yeah. So this is right up his alley.
Yes, sir.
Again, he has been talking about the Rabaconda. He was on the cusp of buying one.
Like again, this close.
Yeah. And while, again, I do want to thank Rabaconda for sending me this unit to try out and test out, the views and opinions of the unit are not paid for, right? So I do thank them for sending this, and it is technically a sponsored video, but they didn't pay me to say nice things. So we are going to be testing it out. Apparently, this is the end-all be-all tire changer for you on a motorcycle. They make one for off-road, they make one for mini bikes, they make this one is the sport bike version, but they boast being able to change a tire in under 5 minutes, sometimes even faster than that.
Some people, yeah, some people. So
her ZX6 has battle axes on it right now, and we are putting brand new Michelin Road 6s, which, if you are familiar with this tire, this is a great all-purpose tire. It is aggressive on the corners, but very hard in the middle. And when you do a lot of multi-purpose riding, not everything is twisty. A lot of times it's straight up and down, especially here in Florida.
A lot of flatlands, yeah.
You need a good all-purpose tire, and the battle axes, while they are good tires, you should see the middle. You'll probably see it in the video, but the beads, the braids are
she's overdue.
She's overdue for a new tire. So we're going to be doing that. Before we even get to work, though, the number one thing that you have to remember when you are changing tires, the tire itself, the rim with this Rabaconda, you need to make sure that the tire and rim are super clean. Just get all the grease, the dirt, everything off. You don't want any grease inside that bead whenever you go. Not only take the tire off, the old one, but put the new one on. So make sure everything's clean, make sure the air is out. And again, Rabaconda, the one thing that I will say is in the package, wherever my, where did it go? Hold on. They give you everything that you need all in this kit. It comes with the whole tire change kit, but also the tire irons, the extras, the stops. There's an entire instruction manual. I mean, you really can't mess this up. It has step-by-step instructions, and then also here on YouTube, there's plenty of people doing it as well. But they really set you up for success. So that I will say right off the bat, very impressive with the whole kit and with how easy it does look, and they make it seem effortless. And everybody knows that it's at least $50, $60, $70
minimum
every single time you want to change a tire. That's per rim. So if you can do this at home, it's super affordable too.
Yeah, if you're an enthusiast, you're out on the track, you're riding a lot, putting a lot of miles, and you have multiple bikes, this thing will essentially pay for itself. Like it's just a no-brainer.
Yeah, so if you're riding and you're putting a lot of miles on, you're swapping tires all the time, especially in the garage right now. I mean, you can see we got
the lineup. Yeah,
there's like 7 bikes in here. So when you're constantly swapping tires, and you can do this really quickly, super helpful. Again, they set you up for success. Just make sure you're following the instructions, and you're going from there. But I have the bike on both a rear stand and a front stand. If you have both of those, that's also very, very helpful. You're setting yourself up for success as far as just having the tools, right? Having the tire grease and stands, the Allen keys. One of the things, actually, now let you say that, where did that piece go? Look at this. So on Kawasaki, it's really important that whenever you go to do any work on your bike, you have the proper tools, right? Because every bike, every manufacturer is different.
Yes.
Kawasaki has a 22 millimeter hex key for the front end, and you have to have this or you can't get the front wheel off.
And then nothing has changed, because that was on my 0304. Yeah. So yeah, you're gonna need it.
My R7 does not have this, right? So it's a different size one. Yeah. Make sure you're prepared, but we're just going to dive right into this because, again, it is so self-explanatory that we're just going to kind of walk you through it as we're doing the whole thing. I already have the rear tire on the machine. It's already deflated. It's already clean. I already have the bead breaker already set up, kind of, and so we're just going to jump right into it and see how fast we can do this.
See what it takes, baby. Let's get it.
again, you got the tire on. It comes with all of the spacers that you need. You want to make sure that the rim are on the magnets on the back. It's actually supported up from the device here on the back. This is all movable, right? So different positions based on the size of the rim and the tire that you're doing, and you're basically just going to line it up. Looks like we're a little high here, so we're going to bring it down. You want it to be just over the top of the rim, and we're going to basically put pressure on here to pop that bead.
Yep. And the stand itself brings almost like an extra leg here where it's just going to hold the wheel from spinning. So you could just put your hand on it, put that pressure on it, and pop that bead, baby.
Pop it in. Yeah.
There it is.
Nice and easy. Okay. All right, cool. So once we have it broken, we're putting on the duck head. We already have it mounted here, so basically it's going to be right at the rim side. We're going to move it actually all the way down to the bottom.
All day. Okay.
Yep. There it is. All right, so then you're gonna get it up underneath there. Yeah. All right, perfect. Boy. So now this is gonna spin out of here. I take this and go here, and now that wheel blocker is in there, right?
Hey.
It's okay. It's still gonna work. Yeah.
Okay.
See, now we're bringing the bead of the tire all the way around.
Wow. Yeah. Smooth, bro.
Look how easy. All right. So now with the same thing, we're gonna pop this front piece off. So we got the front and the back bead off.
Yes.
Now we're gonna pull the tire off the rim.
Yes. So. Oh.
Yeah, easy.
Body.
Yeah, just pull the top. Okay.
Ow, good.
All right. So then we're gonna snick this back in here. All right. We got the lock in there. Yep. That's gonna come off. It's okay.
Caught on. Yep.
Hey, bud.
Oh,
Look at that.
What is that? A first tire, baby?
There it is.
Let's go.
Tires off, and then like we were talking about, look at that. That silver is not supposed to be here. Right here. Look at that. Woo! All right, so that's off. Got the rear.
At this point, do not forget, clean your wheel off in the inside.
Yep. On the tire, it says an arrow and then rear. You might think that looking at that it's facing the rear, right? Like, so you're gonna wanna point this arrow back towards the back of the bike. What that means is that the rear tire is gonna turn this way. So the rear tire, tire treads are gonna be going down in, right? So we're just gonna basically.
And the best thing we have is the R7 is there, and you can see how these are pointing forward on the sprocket side.
And I'm actually probably gonna be able to push this rear.
Yeah, they get pretty darn close.
Good.
Of just like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just like that.
So the rear is gonna go on a million times easier than it came off.
Then it coming out. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna give myself some space, and look, you can actually go ahead and throw that in there.
Put this in here.
Yeah.
And not even have to like fight it really.
Yep.
Okay.
So now that's stuck on there. We're gonna put the actual duck lips there.
I'm gonna go like this, and look how beautiful. Should go to a
We're just sneaking right on already.
Yeah, and then.
All right. Why don't you put it here where it's super easy?
Oh yeah.
And then we'll just spin it around. Yeah.
Run it, man.
So now I'm gonna stick my sticker back in here, and we're going to send it back around. I got the blocker down there. And just like that. It's nice and easy. So that took 30 seconds to put on.
That
right?
is insane. Brother.
30 seconds to put on. A little bit longer to get off because we had to figure it out, but.
So clean though, man.
All right.
So damn clean.
So we got this off. And pull that forward straight off. All right.
Wow.
And now, just to go ahead and show you, grab that spacer out of there. This one here. There we go.
Look.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. All right, so as you can see, tires on both sides.
Beautiful.
Just like that, we're all good. Now, obviously, we gotta inflate, and then when you inflate, that's what's going to set the bead, right? Other than that, make sure that the tire's clean. You don't have any grease on that tire. But just like that was nice and easy. So we're gonna do the front really quickly, time-lapse speed through that, and then we're gonna talk about just how easy this process was and what we think about the Rabaconda. So let's finish.
Love it, dude.
Have your front all done, treads in the right direction, it's all greased up, and then the rear as well, right? So we have both tires done. Actual, like, keeping aside the time that we were figuring out what to do.
Figure it out, yes.
The actual work time, probably less than 20 minutes.
Not bad.
Right?
Not bad at all.
So that's huge. And we're saving a couple $100.
Money, yep.
So yes, your initial investment, probably a little bit high, right? Because you're buying the machine. However, over time, it's paying for itself. You know what I mean? All right. Yep. So we're gonna get the air in the tires. We're gonna get them mounted, and then we're gonna chat real quick about what
we'll talk about it.
And there we go. So we're all done. That actually was a breeze. Once we figured out the ins and outs and how to actually use the machine, actual in game time, I would say was very, very low. Sub 20 minutes, I would say, overall of actually doing the work. The rest was just kind of maneuvering and figuring out how the machine works. But all in all, I'm actually super impressed. So I do think that if you're a casual rider, you go through a set of tires every few years.
Right.
Maybe not, right? Maybe you don't want to make that investment to do it yourself. But I would also say that in that case, you're probably not doing a lot of maintenance anyway yourself, right?
100%. Yeah.
Just because you're not putting on a lot of miles, you don't have a lot of bikes, it's probably not worth the investment to get the tools and the space and have that, unless you just enjoy working on your stuff. In that case, it is. I mean,
if you're not mechanically inclined, you don't go through a lot of tires, maybe it's not the unit for you.
Yeah, I think it's retails like what, $800? I think it's around the whole package.
Yeah.
But I mean, what they give you in the box, they give you everything.
Yeah.
We didn't need an additional tool. Yeah. Everything came with it. It was really intuitive. Once again, once you kind of like figured out what was going on, what to do, and just a technique. It requires a little bit of technique, a little bit of finesse of like, oh, this is how this piece goes. This is where it fits in. But ultimately, 636 has brand new tires. It took us, again, less than a half an hour overall to do pretty much everything. I'm impressed. I am 100% impressed. I've done tires by hand. Yeah, spoons.
This thing here is amazing, man. I mean, so flawless. Everything that comes in the package will allow you to do your tire for the money. And if you're like me, I have 4 bikes. I'm constantly working on them. We're riding a lot. It's definitely worth the investment, I'd have to say.
So once again, I'd like to thank Rabaconda for sending this unit out for us to test out and for us to try. It's definitely something that we're going to be utilizing all the time with all of our bikes, and it's going to save us a lot of money in the long run. I'm super impressed, and also too, their customer service has been awesome, very, very friendly, and again, I know it's a sponsored video, so a lot of times, you think like, well, you're just going to say whatever. But again, they didn't send it to me with any expectation of a positive review. It was a use this, make some content, hope you love it. And it turns out it's phenomenal. We were going to buy one anyway, so.
Yeah, I was literally a week or 2 away from pulling the trigger on them. They had a sale for the holidays. And then Jack gets the email or the message. I'm like, dude, this is like heaven sent. So yeah, this is amazing.
Definitely feeling blessed. I hope that it helped you if you were on the fence about maybe getting something like this, picking this up. If you're looking to have something for your garage like this, they also, just as a side note, you want to make sure you balance the tire before you put it on.
Yes.
They also sell that unit. It's a desktop wheel balancer. Get the weights on. You can do it all yourself. So again, all about efficiency, saving money. But once again, thank you, Vic, and Rolling On 2 for helping with this video and this setup. Check out his channel. This will actually probably be posted on both. But he makes a lot of tutorial, and he's learned how to wheelie. And
yeah, come check it out. I mean,
man's a beast.
Yeah, we're doing anything from working on bikes day to day. Save yourself a little money, detailing and cleaning them, to getting out and actually learning how to wheelie slowly. So
that's it. And so once again, thanks to Vic. Thanks to you for watching, and if you're still here, don't forget to subscribe, do the things, and we'll see you in the next one.
See you later, guys.